When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the James Madison Dukes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Dukes will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Cyclones offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring.
Breaks into the open. The 40, the 30, inside the touchdown, Iowa State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So James Madison's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Back to pass, it's Evans. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Fires to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! They'll try to add another to their lead. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up point.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Iowa State sending the offense back out. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. That pass is incomplete. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Dukes decide to punt it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the back. Found a seam. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. Looking for a big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Past the 30. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, first down here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're facing a third down. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space at the 25. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down.
Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Evans. Pocket breaking down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Catch in stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
And this one splits the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Boston. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This up.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on first down. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeport Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Duke have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Under fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cyclones are in the red zone. The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Takes a handoff. It's Gibson. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Iowa State, 52. James Madison, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Evans. Lofts one deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it's no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Let's go! That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops, right?
Turning it on! And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Ford. Under fire. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Dukes will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got to...
Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Cyclones come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his legs, it's Gibson. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Rush is on him. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on